Okay, so in this video, we're going to keep talking about where filtering using where, but we're going to talk about um, filtering on data stored as date times, dates and times, and then we're also going to talk about using multiple filters, combining multiple filters for more complex queries. So if we look at our inspection date field here, we see that it is stored as year, month, and day, and then these 6 zeros after it with semicolons are hour, minute, and seconds. This is actually stored as datetime, and these some unique properties of datetime data types allow us to do some sort of fancier filtering here that I want to go over. So for this first query, what I want to do is return a list of all dams inspected on the day February 23rd, 1995, and then order them by dam name from A to Z. So I'm going to copy in some code here. So select star from exercises.dam1, that's our database and our table, where the inspection date, INSP date, is 1995-02-23, February 23rd, and then order by dam name. And so when we return this, we see 1995-02-23. And just one thing to note here, right? We are saying where the inspection date is on this day, but we're not actually feeding it any information about hours, minutes, and seconds here. So in that way, it just on the eye test, it differs from this. But the properties of the datetime in SQL are such that we can feed it that, and it will still spit it out, even though it's not exact. Okay, so for our next query, what I want to do is instead of just looking for a specific date in 95, I want to return all dams that were inspected in the year 1995. And you'll notice that there is no field that says year anywhere. There's year completed, but for inspection, there is no separate like year field. So we're going to work with this insp date again. So what I'm going to do is paste in a query here. So select star from exercises.dams1, where the year of the inspection date, so a little function here almost, taking the year from inspection date, equals 1995, and then order by dam name. So I'm going to run that, and we get 85 records. Okay, so all of these are dates that were inspection dates in the year 1995, as we would expect. But again, we're able to tell it we want 1995, even though the field has this sort of longer, more complex date. Okay, so now I'd like to talk about combining multiple filters within a single where clause. So we do that with two operators, and or. So in this first query, what we're going to run is I want to get all the records from our table where the year in which this dam was inspected was 95, and the county in which this dam is located is Fulton County, Ohio. So in this case, I'm going to paste it in. So we see select star from exercises.dams1, where the year inspect date equals 95. Parentheses around that are important. Then we have our AND operator, and then another filter where the county equals Fulton. Ordered by dam name. So I'm going to run that. And in this case, there's only one. So this is the inspection date, 95, and in the county of Fulton. If we were to use the OR operator, we would get a much bigger list here. So in this case, I want to return a list of all dams inspected in 1995 anywhere, or if they were in Fulton County in 1995, regardless of county, or if they were located, or if they are located in Fulton County, regardless of inspection year. And so that's basically the same queries we have above, but the only difference is, and let me close the comment, the only difference is instead of and, we're going to have the or operator. So I am going to run that. All right, so what do we get? We get a bunch of things that were inspected in Fulton County, right? And the year that they were inspected for Fulton, they're all over the map, right? This one is, here's Fulton, and it was inspected in 1986. But every other one, if it's not in Fulton, was inspected in 1995. So we get a much sort of larger list there for or. Okay, and then in the next video, we're going to talk about using a new operator like to get even more flexible with our filtering using wildcards.